Are you headed to Los Angeles for the Emmys, Mr. O'Brien?
That's right. I'm hosting. It's my second time.
Are you nervous?
Nervous? What could possibly go wrong?
Nice tux.
Thank God. Listen, you can help me. I gotta get out of here.
Hey, take a number, man.
No, not this guy. Let's go. Hey, wait. I found something. It's a hatch.
Dude, you don't want to go down there.
I've got to get to the Emmys. You want to come with me?
Well, we weren't exactly invited.
But you won last year. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Hi.
Damn it, Jim!
No, I did not have Conan O'Brien fall through the ceiling.
All right. Okay, I just need someone to tell me, how do I get to the Emmys?
Wait. Practice.
Pam is very attractive, no question. I mean, if I didn't have an award show to host, I could easily see having 2 or 3 seasons of will they, won't they sexual tension that ultimately goes nowhere.
I'm gonna go. I should go, but I'm sorry.
Because you can't get anywhere without practice. So.
Hello?
This is Chloe.
Hey, this is Conan. I need directions to the Emmy Awards.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
Chloe, listen to me.
Jack?
I'm on a hijacked subway car. I need you to get in touch with the president. Tell him if I can't get access to the R3 satellite codes, millions of people will die.
Look, there is no time for chit-chat. I also want a reservation at a good Italian restaurant, West Hollywood, 10:30, 11-ish.
Chloe, what's going on?
Get off the phone, idiot.
Yeah, idiot.
I think she meant you.
I don't think so, Kiefer.
My name is Jack Bauer. Now get off this line.
All right, Jack Bauer.
Sorry, Jack. I'm patching you through to the president now.
Kiefer. Excuse me. Can you help me?
Well, let's see now. Epidermis, pale, clammy. Subject could be anemic, possibly albino. Grossly swollen cranium, probable macrocephaly. Lips, thin, wormy, eyes, beady. Age, 92 or 12. Body awkwardly proportioned, no apparent muscular development. Subject emitting an odor of burnt cheese. But the genitals seem healthy. You are a woman, right? I'm hosting the Emmys. Oh, what a feather in your cap.
my God! What's happened to me?
Dude, get out of my room!
Ah!
Hey, that's my closet!
Leave me alone!
Dad, Conan O'Brien won't come out of the closet!
What? Mr. O'Brien, you need to come out of the closet.
Ah! There's someone else in there!
Bruce?
Hello? Anybody here?
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, God. Okay, now what you think?
Welcome to another edition of To Catch a Predator.
I'm looking for the Emmys. I'm hosting.
Hosting, that's what you call it.
Yeah, it's my second time.
So you've done this before?
Yeah, no, I did it one time and I liked it and I thought I should do it again.
Of all the predators I've met, this guy, screen name Conebone69, is by far the creepiest.
This is kind of, you think it's very easy to explain.
Explain it then.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the host of the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards, Conan O'Brien.
Thank you. Welcome to the Hoedown. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing? All right, yeah. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 58th and final Emmy Awards. I'll explain later. No, I'm, ladies and gentlemen, it's thrilled to be here. I'm proud to say this is my second time hosting the Emmys. And thank you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That's obligatory. Thank you. It's my second time hosting, and as you'll see tonight, the third time's the charm. Of course, this year the Emmys are being telecast on NBC. Being telecast on NBC this year, which means halfway through the show, the Emmys will be canceled. Thrilled to be here tonight. Thrilled to be here because it's been such an exciting year in television, has it not? It's been an exciting year. I'll take that as a yes. TV is bigger than ever right now. Even movie stars have TV shows these days. Alec Baldwin has a new show on NBC. James Woods has a new show on CBS. And Mel Gibson has a new show on Al Jazeera. A few controversies leading up to tonight's show. That's right, Ellen Burstyn was nominated this year for a role where she was only on screen for 14 seconds. Yeah, folks, let me speak from experience. Just because something only lasts 14 seconds doesn't mean it's not spectacular. Another great year for HBO, huh? Yeah, all right. Yeah, big year for them. Yeah, they received 95 nominations, making them the most nominated network. Yeah. But to me, they'll always be the bastards who only gave Arliss 11 seasons. "12 would have been sweet. This year, The Sopranos returned. As we all know, Tony and his crew found out that one of their fellow mobsters was gay. Yeah. What gave it away was that whenever he was around, the crime was really organized. It's tidy. CBS also had a big year. The highest-rated sitcom on television this season was 2.5 Men. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, viewers say there's something about watching Charlie Sheen raise an impressionable young kid that just feels right. The Emmys themselves have been in the news recently. The IRS announced that all the celebrity presenters here tonight have to pay taxes on their gift baskets. Yeah. Yeah, boy, the Bush administration just keeps sticking it to the working man, huh? By the way, tonight's Emmy gift basket, if you're interested, is valued at $51,000. Yeah. Yeah, the gifts include a cell phone, a DVD player, and a gift certificate to the Olive Garden worth $50,000. I'll get a free meal now. I mentioned them.
Mr. O'Brien, thanks for mentioning us.
We all want the show to go smoothly tonight. We really do. As a result, if you don't mind, I have a few guidelines for tonight's acceptance speeches. Okay? First of all, please don't thank your parents. If you were raised in a nurturing environment, you wouldn't be in show business. Number two, anyone who makes a heavy-handed political comment tonight will be forced to make out with Al Gore in a Prius. Finally, when you're handed your Emmy, don't say, wow, this is heavy. Of course it's heavy. It contains the shattered dreams of 4 other people. Now, as I mentioned before, the Emmys are being telecast on NBC this year. And as you may know, since I hosted 4 years ago, NBC's fortunes have changed. You see, back then we were number 1, the number 1 network. Now we're in the top 5. I had to change that line. Anyway, can you change that? All right. No, the network brass at NBC keeps saying that we're just about to turn a corner. They're very optimistic. But frankly, either NBC's closing its eyes to a situation it does not wish to acknowledge, or they are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by a drop to 4th place. Well, we got trouble, my friends. Yes, we got trouble right here at NBC with a capital T, and that rhymes with G as in G. We're screwed. Yeah, we got trouble. Trouble right here at NBC. I know you don't care, but our network share is just one dude. Well, a few years ago, we were sitting on top with Seinfeld, Frasier, and Friends. Then those shows bailed, and the new ones failed, and it started a nasty trend. And the guy who passed on Lost was promoted instead of tossed. And now the Peacock's getting it from both ends. Yeah, we got trouble. We're out here at NBC with the capital T, and that rhymes with G's and G. We're screwed. Yeah, we got trouble. Right here at NBC. I hate to disrespect, but my lawyer checked, and I can't be sued. Yes, lawyer checked. And it's not just NBC, folks. All of television is changing, and we gotta change with it. TiVo has people skipping past commercials, unlike the good old days when they just got up and left the room. Then there's the internet. At this very moment, your kids are on YouTube watching a cat on a toilet, instead of watching that footage where it belongs, on the Fox network. And worst of all, TV's biggest night of the year is kicking off with a song and dance number performed by a host with limited musical ability. He can sing! Yeah, we got trouble. TV's in terrible, terrible trouble. We had a lot of viewers, now we've got a few. To prove things are going to hell, we're relying on Howie Mandel. With a capital T, and that rhymes with G, as in G we're screwed. Thanks a lot, folks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm an ass. Our first 2 presenters from Grey's Anatomy, Ellen Pompeo and Patrick Dempsey.
Since we're following Conan, Patrick and I will attempt absolutely no jokes to ensure your safety and comfort.
These are the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series.
Cheryl Hines, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Your snuggle always leads to sex.
Why shouldn't it lead to sex?
Well, sometimes you just want to snuggle and you don't want to have sex.
Megan Mullally, Will and Grace.
I think the real mistake was when your father spotted your mother across a crowded swamp, dragged her back to his hut, and made you.
Elizabeth Perkins, Weeds.
Have you ever had sex with a woman? Excuse me. I think I'd like to try it. With who? I don't care. I'm sick of men.
Jamie Presley, My Name is Earl.
You got a Chinese girl in your class named Kim Lee?
She's Vietnamese.
Honey, I don't care if she's Vietnamese, Chinese, or Chuck E. Cheese. She don't need to be learning no English.
Alfre Woodard, Desperate Housewives.
That flower. It's a small act of kindness. You thought no one would notice, and yet you did it anyway. Says a lot about how you were raised.
And the Emmy goes to Megan Mullally.
This is the second Emmy win and 7th consecutive nomination for Megan Mullally.
Oh boy, well, here come the waterworks. Never cried on national television. I think I like it. Thank you so much. I thank everybody also in my categories, such wonderful actresses. And I just wanted to say, on behalf of everybody at Will and Grace, if I could speak for them, I'm going to take that liberty that we had 8 great years of happy employment, and that's more than most people could ever hope for. So thank you to all of you, and thank you to everybody who watched the show, which was what really kept it going and made it fun for us. And you know, we have so many wonderful people that worked on the show that you guys don't know, but they mean a lot to Eric and Deborah and Sean and I. So Patty and Tim and Gil and Rusty and Karen and Dale and all of our great writers, Jim Burrows and everybody at Will and Grace. Thank you from all of us to you guys.
Please welcome 2 nominees this evening for their work in the new adventures of Old Christine and Will and Grace, Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Sean Hayes.
As you all well know, this year there has been a tremendous amount of talk about the controversial Emmy nomination process, and yes, even about the nominees themselves.
As nominees in the Comedy Award acting categories, Sean and I would just like to say that that really hurts our feelings.
The nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series are
Alan Alda, The West Wing.
31 states with nuclear plants. My lobbying for San Andreo is out there like a ticking time bomb.
Michael Imperioli, The Sopranos.
I wasn't sure how it ended with you two, until you set me straight. Point is, I want everything above boards, as always, between you and me.
Gregory Itzen, 24.
These people are demanding that I go on national television and publicly repudiate everything we've done.
Oliver Platt, Huff.
If I took one of your white, it would be like taking 4 of my peach ones.
I don't usually mix arithmetic and Xanax, but trust me, take one of the white ones. They're fantastic.
William Shatner, Boston Legal.
I'm the big gun in this boat. Captain, you're nothing but a skinny, overpaid deckhand.
And the Emmy goes to Alan Alda. Alan Alda couldn't be here tonight. We accept this award on his behalf.
Coming up live on NBC, Charlie and Martin Sheen present the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. And My Name is Earl's Jason Lee and Jamie Presley announced the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. NBC's telecast of the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards is being sponsored in part by...
Let's face it, the Emmy broadcast, unfortunately, has a reputation for going long. Though scheduled for 3 hours, the show has rarely come in on time. Why? Because there are no real consequences for running over. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I have placed beloved TV icon Bob Newhart in an airtight container with exactly 3 hours worth of air. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. If the Emmys run 1 second over 3 hours, Bob Newhart dies. So keep those speeches short. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Newhart's life is in your hands. Good luck and Godspeed, Bob. Take him away, fellas. It's sad. Ladies and gentlemen, some father and son combinations were nominated this year, which is always very exciting. Donald and Kiefer Sutherland, Martin and Charlie Sheen. Yeah, Martin and Charlie Sheen as well. Which
Did we jump it? We jumped it. Thank you, thank you. Dad, I just want to say thanks. Not just for being up here with me tonight, but also for helping me get to this moment. Most of the good moves I've made came from trying to walk in your footsteps.
Yeah, except for that time I advised you not to do that little film on Vietnam, Platoon. Who knew?
Anyway, here we both are, me getting my first nomination for 2.5 Men, and you, thank you. And you getting your last for The West Wing.
Well, it doesn't have to be my last. I mean, you could always put me on your show, couldn't you?
Again? Don't push it, Dad.
Oh, why don't you just announce the nominees in this category? Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series.
Fine. Candice Bergen, Boston Legal. Blythe Danner, Huff. Sandra Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Jean Smart, 24. Chandra Wilson, Grey's Anatomy.
The Emmy goes to Blythe Danner.
This is the second consecutive Emmy win and the 6th nomination for Blythe Danner.
It's not supposed to work this way, is it? When you say goodbye to something, like Huff, which was just a joyous experience. And I'm really, what a great category to these women, and gosh, Candice and Sandra, and who else? Everybody. Oh, I knew it earlier. Oh, my brother Harry, thank you for coming with me. And I'm just going to miss it so much. Oliver Platt and Hank Azaria and Paget Brewster and Andre Yeltsin, and my golly, it's just unbelievable that, well, this is a celebration of what we do, right? And that's all it's really supposed to do, be. Let's get serious. I guess I have to thank Showtime, even though they've canceled us. They're nice guys. They couldn't help it, I guess. Matt Blank, Robert Greenblatt, thank you all so much. Oh, golly, there's the camera. We don't want to drown that poor man or suffocate him. Bye-bye.
From My Name is Earl, Jamie Presley and Jason Lee.
Jamie,
Congratulations on your nomination tonight.
Thanks, Jason. But I hope you know that playing your greedy, whorish, foul-mouthed, slutty skank of an ex-wife is my greatest reward.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm very flattered, and I love you.
Love you back.
Now, let's present the Emmy for Outstanding Actor in a Comedy Series.
Let's. They come from great network shows, a great cable show, and even a great canceled show. And the nominees are... Will Arnett, Arrested Development. Bryan Cranston, Malcolm in the Middle. John Cryer, 2.5 Men. Sean Hayes, Will and Grace. Jeremy Piven, Entourage.
And the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series goes to Jeremy Piven.
This is the first Emmy win and second nomination for Jeremy Piven.
You know, my first agent when I was 23 years old said, "You're not going to work till you're in your mid-40s." And I thought, I don't know what to do for 17 years. Do I become a fluffer? I'm confused. I have to act. I can't do anything else. My inspiration, my mother, Doug Ellen, Mark Wahlberg, Julian Farino for giving me all the movement, and my father. Thank you.
A special tribute to Dick Clark and the Emmy for Variety Music or Comedy Series are coming up as the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards continue, live here on NBC.
Hi there. Ladies and gentlemen, at every Emmys, a tremendous amount of time is wasted by winners getting out of their seat, walking to the podium, accepting their award, then walking off the stage. Well, tonight, we have a new technology to speed up this process. Here's how it works. And the winner is, riding a Segway podium, Christopher Maloney.
Oh my God, thank you. I want to thank my Pilates instructor, Mark Lake, my Feng Shui advisor, Saul Jacobs, and his lover, Rob Brett, my chiropractor, Dr. Bob. I want to thank my fourth wife, Sherman. I love you more than the others.
Well deserved, I think. He's a good man. All right, then. Our next two presenters have more testosterone coursing through their veins than female sprinter Marion Jones. It gets rougher, folks. Please welcome the stars of the unit and CSI, Dennis Haysbert and William Peterson.
Good evening. The former president and I are honored to be here tonight to present the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Miniseries or Movie.
They are an impressive group by any standard. They include 3 Academy Award winners and an Academy Award nominee, and a very bright new talent from across the pond. And the nominees are Ellen Burstyn, Mrs. Harris.
I had my own money, so he was more relaxed with me. Though I don't know if it can be said that Herman was relaxed with any woman.
Shirley Jones, Hidden Places.
Let's keep the faith, dear. It's always helped me get through hard times.
Cloris Leachman, Mrs. Harris.
People are human when they show you their flaws.
Kelly MacDonald, The Girl in the Cafe.
I absolutely can't imagine a real future together. Can you?
Alfre Woodard, The Water is Wide, Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation.
You don't control those children. You can't teach them. All right, gang, break it up, break it up. I hear you all day long, Pat Conroy.
And the Emmy goes to Kelly MacDonald, The Girl in the Cafe.
This is the first Emmy win and nomination for Kelly MacDonald.
kill me. I'm so proud to have been a part of the film The Girl in the Cafe. And there's lots of people to thank, and I'm not going to thank them here. But I would just like to say that this is for Richard Curtis, who's a very clever and kind man, and he wrote a wonderful part for me. So thank you very much.
Coming up, a special Emmy performance by Barry Manilow. A salute to TV legend Aaron Spelling. And John Lithgow, Jeffrey Tambor, and Heidi Klum present on the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards. Right here on NBC.
Welcome back. Of course, tonight the Emmys are being watched by millions of Hispanic viewers on NBC's sister network Telemundo. And for all those viewers, we'll be using a special Telemundo camera. Check it out. La obsesión de Marca por Diego es cada vez más poderosa y quitará las piedras a su camino. Yes. What an incredible waste of time. Sorry, Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just leaving it on. Sometimes at award shows, presenters are paired up in a way that makes perfect sense. This is not one of those times. Please welcome Heidi Klum, John Lithgow, and Jeffrey Tambor.
Wow, guys, what a night, huh?
No,
Beautiful?
I'll say it's so exciting that they're holding the Emmys again.
What do you mean again? They're on every year.
Why? I haven't been on television for 5 years.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Just because you're not on TV, it doesn't mean that they canceled the Emmys.
Exactly.
I don't understand. Then who wins?
Could you do me a favor? Could you trade shows with me? All right.
And the nominees for Outstanding Variety, Music, or Comedy Series are...
The Colbert Report.
Are we feeding live right now? We are? So we can't edit this. This is just raw emotion going out in the world.
The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
If civil war does break out, will President Bush pull troops out of Iraq?
George, I'm not going to deal with a hypothetical.
In her defense, the last time the administration acted on a hypothetical, we invaded Iraq.
Late Night with Conan O'Brien.
A sausage, indeed, something salty, because you lose body minerals here during this process.
Well, I find after I've been hanging around with a lot of naked men, the first thing I want to do is bite into a sausage.
Late Show with David Letterman.
Okay.
Real Time with Bill Maher.
He told these ministers that God told him to invade Iraq. You see, that's what happens when you mix the New Testament and Old Milwaukee.
And the Emmy goes to The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Why would the vice president or hunters shoot at a facility with birds that have been raised in captivity and then just released to be killed?
Well, as you know, the vice president has a big entourage, Secret Service, and a full hospital detail, including 5 paramedics, 3 cardiologists.
Thank you very much.
I think this year you actually made a terrible mistake, but thank you. We're delighted. We thank you very much. I just want to thank the staff and crew at the show who just work so hard all the time, and especially Comedy Central that has been nothing but supportive of all the mischief that is being made, and thank you all so much.
Please welcome the stars of Ghost Whisperer and the upcoming Standoff, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ron Livingston.
Jennifer and I both guest starred in our day, so please believe us when we say that the single best way to make your guest actor or actress feel welcome is to hand them an Emmy.
It's true. An Emmy is always the perfect gift. Awards were already presented at the Creative Arts Emmys to the two of the best and the funniest.
The nominees for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series were Alec Baldwin, Will and Grace; Leslie Jordan, Will and Grace; Martin Sheen, 2.5 Men; Patrick Stewart, Extras; Ben Stiller, Extras. And the nominees for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series were Blythe Danner, Will and Grace; Shirley Knight, Desperate Housewives; Cloris Leachman, Malcolm in the Middle; Laurie Metcalf, Monk; Kate Winslet, Extras.
Please welcome the very deserving Emmy winners in those two categories, Leslie Jordan and the 8-time Emmy winner, a new record, Cloris Leachman.
Congratulations on your Emmy, Leslie. You never forget the first time.
I know. I take my Emmy with me everywhere I go. I even sleep with it. It's actually the first woman I've ever slept with.
Well, as my old bricklayer used to say, whatever blows your skirt up. Leslie and I are now honored to present 2 awards that recognize excellence in directing and writing. The Emmy for Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series. These are the nominees. Michael Patrick King, The Comeback. Valerie does another classic Leno. Robert B. Whitey, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Christ Nail. Dan Attias, Entourage, Oh Mandy. Julian Farino, Entourage, Sundance Kids. Mark Buckland, My Name is Earl, Pilot. Craig Zisk, Weeds, Good Lollipop.
And the Emmy for Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series goes to Mark Buckland. My Name is Earl.
Nervous since my bar mitzvah. Growing up in Cleveland, I used to watch the Emmys every single year, and when the director's category would come on, I would lean forward in my seat and think to myself, God, I really wish they'd hurry and get back to the actors. So I'm going to make this quick. This is such a collaborative effort. Greg Garcia, I share this with you. Our cast is phenomenal. The best crew I've worked with in my 85 years in the business. Screw Conan, I'm thanking my mom and dad, I love them, and this would mean nothing if I couldn't share it with my beautiful wife, Nicole, and my 2 little kids. Thank you guys, I'm gonna go throw up now.
And now the Emmy for Outstanding Writing for a Comedy Series, and the nominees are
Chuck Tatham, Jim Ballily, Richard Day, Mitchell Hurwitz. Arrested Development, Development Arrested. Doug Ellen, Entourage, Exodus. Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, Extras, Kate Winslet. Greg Garcia, My Name is Earl, Pilot. Michael Schur, The Office, Christmas Party. And the Emmy goes to Greg Garcia, My Name is Earl, Pilot.
I got a kiss from Cloris Leachman. That's nice.
I don't have time to thank everybody that I should, so I thought it'd be easier if I mentioned a few people I do not want to thank. My 8th grade social studies teacher who told me to sit down and shut up because I wasn't funny. No thank you, Mr. McAdoo. My boss, when I was a PA on the show Step by Step, who made me clean gum off the executive producer's shoe. No thank you, ma'am. Tonight, I do not share this with you. And finally, God, I'm sure you're responsible in some way, but you took my hair, and that's not cool, man. Not cool. And since the music isn't playing, my mom and dad for supporting me, my sister Shelly, who's hilarious, my wife, who looks gorgeous tonight, and my sons, Camden and Nathan. Thank you very much.
American Idol Simon Cowell and music great Barry Manilow salute Dick Clark. And Hugh Laurie, Megan Mullally, and Evangeline Lilly are all ahead on the Emmys, live here on NBC. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Cowell.
Thank you. Thank you. The year was 1956. A half-century ago, Elvis Presley shook his hips on The Ed Sullivan Show, forever connecting the excitement of contemporary music with the power of television. 1 year before the launch of Sputnik, and decades before the launch of MTV, or something called American Idol, young people in the city of brotherly love were falling for an afternoon dance show on TV called Bandstand, with a youthful host, a local disc jockey by the name of Dick Clark.
And now, here he is, the star of our show, Dick Clark!
Hi, and welcome to American Bandstand.
4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. Put your strap right.
John, how did you rate the record?
80.
Why?
I liked it, and it was easy to dance to.
Greet Mr. Neil Diamond. Did you love the lyrics to that song? Right now, let's look at the top 10 situation. This is the #1 song. Ladies and gentlemen, please greet from Stockholm, Sweden, ABBA, Barry Manilow, Captain and Tennille, Miss Donna Summer. This is Madonna. This is Run DMC.
Roll to the rock, rock to the roll, and I even made the devil song we hear so.
Won't you come and join us right here on Bandstand?
Bandstand would, of course, soon be renamed American Bandstand and become the longest-running music program in history, introducing many of the biggest acts in music to network television for the first time. But simply being America's oldest living teenager was never enough for Dick Clark. He would approach television from every side, as a host, and eventually as one of the most successful executives and entrepreneurs, even as an actor. He owned his shows. He even owned a holiday, making New Year's Rocking Eve his very own.
5 years of doing this thing, I have never been so cold in all my life. Happy 1977!
At one point, how many hours of network television and radio programming were you and your company responsible for? Here we go.
Train her ride, 16 coaches long.
Hey, Mr. Clark. Hey, fellas, see you in a minute.
That was Dick Clark. That long black train.
There was bloopers, foul-ups, and...
No. Bloopers and practical
Bloopers
jokes.
and practical jokes. Okay, now you had the $10 million pyramid. The 10...
Your host is Dick Clark.
Oh, no.
David,
but-
why have you been on my
no,
case
we're all
for
right,
so
we're all right.
long?
Relax,
no,
we're all right.
What, did we turn you away as a kid from the bandstand? We've got superstar gridlock here on the red carpet, and the biggest names in music have gathered together in a worldwide effort to help put an end to hunger. We're at 43rd Street, right in the heart of Times Square. Happy 2004! Music is the soundtrack of our lives. Thank you for being a part of my life.
There are really only a handful of names recognizable to every generation of television viewer. One of them I'm extremely happy to say right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Clark.
Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Oh. Thank you very much. Please, sit down, sit down. Oh. Thank you. Please, the producer will have a fit. You gotta sit down, we gotta go. I know the problem of time. The Emmy people called and asked if I could walk out and say thanks. My wife joked to walk. He's just begun to learn to walk again. This show might run a little long. Before I had my stroke, I was thinking about all of the things I had become involved with over my life. Music, comedy, drama, game and talk shows, even reality TV. I now realized that I had accomplished my childhood dream, to be in show business. Everybody should be so lucky to have their dreams come true. I've been truly blessed, and I thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Barry Manilow.
We're going hopping today, we're things are popping. The Philadelphia way, we're gonna drop it on all the music they play on the bandstand. We're going swinging, we're gonna swing in the crowd, we'll be swinging. I'm floating high as a cloud, the phones are ringing. My mom and dad are so proud, I'm on bandstand. And I'll jump and hey, I may even show 'em my handstand. Because I'm on the American bandstand. When we dance real slow, I'll show all the guys in the grandstand. What a swinger I am on American bandstand. Bandstand, bandstand, bandstand. What do you know? I'm here in the show, I'm ready to go. What a pro. Hey, I'm making my mark. Gee, this joint is jumping. They made such a fuss just to see us arrive. Hey, it's Mr. Dick Clark. What a place you've got here. Swell spot. The music's hot here. Best in the East. Give it at least a 75. All right. The singer's crooning. He ain't the greatest, but gee, my baby's swooning in front of all the TV. So if you tune in, you'll see my baby and me on the bandstand. And now we're hopping. I will be hopping all day. We make the popping. Philadelphia way, and you can hop it. On the bandstand, and we'll rock and roll and stroll on American indie, hop and stop, it's American tune it. I'm on, turn on, I'm on. Today, on the bandstand, the bandstand. All right, Dick.
To play the Emmy Interactive Trivia Game along with tonight's Emmy broadcast, Log on to NBC.com/Emmys and be part of the Emmy experience. Who will receive the Emmy Award for individual performance in a variety or music program? Will it be Hugh Jackman, David Letterman, Stephen Colbert, Craig Ferguson, or Barry Manilow? It's all up next. NBC's telecast of the 58th Primetime Emmy Awards is being sponsored in part by... From 30 Rock, Tina Fey and Tracy Morgan.
Good evening. I'm Emmy winner Tina Fey.
And I am homeowner Tracy Morgan.
This next award goes to the outstanding individual performance in a comedy, variety, or music program. I'm proud to say that during our tenure at Saturday Night Live, Tracy and I were nominated for this award a record-setting 0 times.
Beat that.
You can't get any lower than that. Variety performers entertain you, pure and simple. They come into your house like an old friend and tell you a joke or sing you a song.
And just like an old friend, sometimes you fall asleep while they talking. And you wake up and it's midnight and you be like, damn, this fool's still talking.
So true. So beautifully put. The nominees are Stephen Colbert, The Colbert Report; Craig Ferguson, The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson; Hugh Jackman, the 59th Annual Tony Awards; David Letterman, Late Show with David Letterman; Barry Manilow, Music and Passion.
And the Emmy goes to Barry Manilow.
This is the second Emmy win and 5th nomination for Barry Manilow.
Holy mackerel! Really, I can't be more surprised. I really want to share this with Dick Clark. What an emotional moment that was. He's so fantastic. And I didn't want to make an idiot of myself, so I wrote down, just in the case that I possibly would have won this. This show that we taped is the show that we do every night at the Las Vegas Hilton, and it's a wonderful show. And PBS asked us if we would tape it for their pledge drive, and so of course I said yes. And we got David Mallet, the most wonderful director. Thank you to David. Thank you to my band, my singers, my crew, the crew over at the Hilton, the guys that run the Hilton: Tom Barrack, Nick Rippis, Rudy Prieto, and Ken Cinciamino. My executive producers, Troy Queen and Mark Rove. My producers, Rob Keefe and Paul Morphus, and of course my executive producer for all of my projects for 25 years, Gary Keefe. This goes into the operating room with me tomorrow morning as a good luck charm. Thanks, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm required by law to acknowledge the Emmy accounting team. Introducing the accountants usually isn't that exciting, until tonight. And now, here's your 2006 Emmy accounting team from Ernst & Young. Andy Sale, Sean Mendick, Mark Beskov, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There they are, your Ernst & Young Emmy accounting team. Thank you. You know, it's just an idea. I think we should do that for everyone who comes out tonight, all right? It'll stretch the show out to 6 hours, but who cares? And now, please welcome a woman with 2 first names and a man with 2 last names, Evangeline Lilly and Wentworth Miller.
At the Creative Arts Emmys, awards were presented to the Outstanding Guest Actor and Actress in a Drama Series.
The nominees for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series were Kyle Chandler, Grey's Anatomy; Christian Clemenson, Boston Legal; Henry Ian Cusick, Lost; Michael J. Fox, Boston Legal; James Woods, ER. And the nominees for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series were Kate Burton, Grey's Anatomy; Joanna Cassidy, 6 Feet Under; Patricia Clarkson, 6 Feet Under; Swoosie Kurtz, Huff; Christina Ricci, Grey's Anatomy.
And the Emmys went to Patricia Clarkson and Christian Clemenson. Patricia Clarkson couldn't be here this evening because of her work schedule, so to present the next Emmy, please welcome Christian Clemenson.
Thank you. Few of us would be here without great directors, so I'm very pleased to present the next award. These are the nominees for Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series. Rodrigo Garcia, Big Love, Pilot. Jack Bender, Lost, Live Together, Die Alone. Alan Ball, 6 Feet Under, Everyone's Waiting. Tim Van Patten, The Sopranos, Members Only. David Nutter, The Sopranos, Join the Club. John Cassar, 24, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Mimi Leader, The West Wing, Election Day. And the Emmy goes to John Cassar, 24.
Chloe, you need to go dark. That means zero contact with anyone.
Even CTU?
Especially CTU. Who's ever behind this is probably monitoring them. Someone out there knows I'm still alive.
Go figure. As much as I love directing, unfortunately, I hate public speaking, so please bear with me. Thanks to the Academy, creators, writers, and all-around good guys, Joel, Bob, and Howard, Dana and Gary at Fox, who continue to believe in me, Brian and all the great people at Imagine, Jeff Lee and the Paradigm team, thanks to the hardest-working, most creative cast and crew in Hollywood, led by Joseph, Rodney, and Jim, my friend Kiefer, my family in Florida, my lovely wife Tina, my boys, and you know what? We're working in the new golden age of television. Let's enjoy it.
Of course, it all starts with the script. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Writing for a Drama Series. Shonda Rhimes, Grey's Anatomy, It's the End of the World as We Know It, Part 1 and 2. Krista Vernoff, Grey's Anatomy, Would You Like a Train? Carlton Cuse, Damon Lindelof, Lost, the 23rd Song. Alan Ball, 6 Feet Under, Everyone's Waiting. Terrence Winter, The Sopranos, Members Only.
And the Emmy goes to Terrence Winter, The Sopranos, Members Only.
What are we talking about?
The fact that you still, after all this time, cannot accept you had a mother who didn't.
Thank you. The last time I was lucky enough to be standing up here, I forgot to thank my dear friend Tim Van Patten, who directed the episode I won for. As fate would have it, he also directed this episode, so Timmy, thank you. I know you couldn't be here tonight. To David Chase, my fellow writers and producers, Matt Weiner, Andy Schneider, Diane Froloff, Robin Green, and Mitch Burgess, thank you. I could not be here without you guys. To an amazing cast and crew. Most importantly, to my family back home in Brooklyn, Barbara, Joanne, Tommy, Fran, I love you. Without you guys, I would still just be dreaming of being a writer instead of being here. Thank you.
The 58th Primetime Emmy Awards continue with presenters Mariska Hargitay, Hugh Laurie, Candice Bergen, Matthew Perry, and Bradley Whitford, live here on NBC.
Well, like a lot of television these days, the Emmy show tonight is interactive. Log on to nbc.com/Emmys. It only takes a minute, then you can go right back to surfing for porn. And now, our next presenters. She has the kind of beauty that wars have been fought over. He has the kind of mustache that traps a lot of food. Please welcome Mariska Hargitay and Tom Selleck.
Mariska, before we start, I wanted to congratulate you and your partner, Christopher Maloney, on well-deserved Emmy nominations.
Well, thank you very much, Tom. That means quite a bit coming from somebody of your stature in law enforcement. And now we turn our attention to the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Miniseries or a Movie.
Each of them played a significant role in telling a compelling story, whether it was from the distant past or taken from today's headlines.
Robert Carlyle, Human Trafficking. Clifton Collins Jr., Thief. Hugh Dancy, Elizabeth I. Jeremy Irons, Elizabeth I. Dennis Lawson, Bleak House, Masterpiece Theater.
And the Emmy goes to Jeremy Irons.
This is the second Emmy win and third nomination for Jeremy Irons.
That's great. All we ask for is great writing, great roles. Oh, thank you. That'll make it quick.